Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I am doing my current 10 makeup product favourites under £10. So I am going to be doing a full face, so that thankfully does accumulate to 10 products and they're all under £10. So what I want to kind of show you guys is that you can achieve a really great look. You can get some amazing products for really affordable prices. I mean, I know a lot of people like to buy really expensive makeup just to kind of, you know, treat themselves and stuff like that. But if you don't have a high budget like myself and you just want to kind of try out some really affordable things, see if they work for you. And yeah, these are just like my favorite at the moment basically. So we're starting off with primer. So we're starting off with the Relove Revolution H2O Hydrating Primer. So I love using like Revolution, some of their sister products as well, and Relove Revolution is kind of, I won't say the latest brand because they've probably come out with like 4 or 5 other brands since then, but this is definitely their most affordable. So everything in their line is under £5, which I think in itself is pretty damn good. And this primer itself, I believe it is about £4.50, so obviously it fits in the criteria. It's a very moisturizing primer, which is what I love. I have very combination skin, so I have very oily and very dry sometimes, so I need something that's kind of gonna give me a bit of love. And I'm so sorry about the noise, is absolutely ridiculous around here. I've kept my window open slightly because it's such a warm day, so I do apologise if you hear any like insane noises. But yeah, the primer is lovely. There are so many obviously other primers out there that are under £10 that you can easily try. Like I know yeah, Revolution have like a dozen and like Collection have so many, and obviously it's just about finding what's right for your skin, but this is always great for me. So let's go on to foundation. This is a bit of an old favourite, but because I am kind of going through my foundations at the moment to kind of use them up, this is one that I've kind of like rediscovered, and this is the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Matte Cover. So this is in the shade Vanilla Rose. I've used this so many times on my channel. It's £9.99. You still can get it. I was going to try the other L'Oreal Infallible, but it's £11.99, so it's a little bit over obviously what I'm talking about. But if you obviously want to spend a couple of pounds more, I would highly recommend that one as well. There's so many other great contenders. For example, the NYX, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the NYX Glass Foundation. It's £10 and it is honestly amazing. It's been one of my favorites for a really long time. That one I absolutely love. It's been I've had it in my collection for a long time. I think I still have it because I'm kind of like gripping onto it, but I might as well just buy a new one because it's so good. And in the beginning when I purchased it, and even when I purchased this, I was like, you know what, £10 is too much for a foundation. But you know what, even though I'm only going to be wearing this for a short while, it is still going to give me an amazing coverage. And with this you only need like the smallest amount, and yeah, it is matte, but if you need something like that for your skin, this is going to be amazing. L'Oreal do some really great products. I need to try like a bit more of their stuff. Like, to be honest, I'm not gonna go out and rush to buy like an eyeshadow palette and things like that, because I don't think that's really what they're known for. I would rather buy a foundation, maybe a concealer to test out, because they do have some really great other base products. But maybe in the future, if there's like a sale somewhere, I know like Superdrug and Boots do a lot of like 3 for 2, so maybe in the future I will probably test out some other stuff by them. But when it comes to this, honestly, I know it's been out for a while, but I really think it is great. Like, it's 24 hours. I don't know why brands keep on claiming like it's 24 hours, because it honestly, nothing will give you this amazing like coverage and look for like a whole day. It's high concentrated of pigments and shake well before use. that's important. But honestly, when you look at like how well it makes my skin look so kind of like flawless, I I absolutely love this foundation. I really recommend it, and the fact that it's only $9.99 and you get a big tube, this has lasted me a long time, and it probably will last me a little bit longer because there's still quite a lot left. So let's go on to concealer, and it depends on the foundation I use, and then I'll go in with concealer, but I feel like for this video obviously a concealer would be great, so I'm going in with obviously one of my favorites, the Collection Lasting Perfection. Lasting Perfection seems to be a word that everyone uses, which is like crazy, but yeah, this is the stretch concealer, which is also an eye primer, so I might use this like as an eye primer before I put on my foundation. This is in the shade 2 Porcelain, and it's only £5, I believe. This is one of the best, most affordable concealers. It's so full coverage that it's gonna cover even my eye bags, and I have had really bad eye bags recently. Like, my sleeping pattern has been terrible and I've not been sleeping so great, but this really hides any deep eye bags that I have, because they're coming up more prominently recently as I'm getting a bit older. But this concealer is so good. It smells amazing. It smells like sweets. I don't know like what they put in here to make it smell so good, but I really recommend using this, and you can get it obviously anywhere that they sell Collection products. I did recently try their new like filter primer thing, which I thought was okay. I think that was like £6, but this is absolutely worth it. You get so much product in here. It doesn't even say how much you get because it's just, there's nothing there, but I really recommend this. It's so good, and it really does brighten up my under eyes, which is what I need. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Next we're going on to powder. I'm going with a really affordable powder, MUA. I've had this for so long that the labels even come off, but this is a translucent pressed powder, and I think this is like £3, £2.50. You can get it in Superdrug. I'm just gonna pat under my eyelid because it will set it down completely, which is what I need. And especially when it comes to this weather that's coming up, like summertime and spring, I do get oily very quickly, and obviously like we all do, we will sweat, and so, you know, whatever makeup you're wearing, you need to have something that is going to kind of set everything in. And I feel like this powder, even though it is quite cheap, I still think that it's pretty damn affordable. And MUA are a really great brand. They have so many like hidden gems that I think people should really like discover. So yeah, that's a nice setting powder. I'm running out of space on my little table. So now I'm going on with bronzer. I don't tend to bronze that often, but I feel like for this video I kind of wanted to just go in with it. And I've actually realized that I have a cream blush, and I've just set down with powder, but we will see how it goes. If it stands the test of powder, we will see. But I'm going in with my Revolution Sculpting Bronzer in the shade Bahai, and this is £9. So I've had this for ages, and like I've barely touched any of the surface. When I use bronzers, I'm very soft because I'm not very good at like sculpting my skin, like my cheeks basically, and so I'm very light-handed in case I look like I've smothered dirt all over my face. But I just want to be quite careful when it comes to stuff like this, so I don't become like too crazy looking, even though that's just me in general. But I do love the way that this gives me a really soft glow as well. Like I'm not like overly bronzed because I'm not into contouring that much, but I feel like if I want something that's quite affordable, Revolution are always the best place to go. Even Beauty Bay have a really great bronzer as well. I think that one is about £6. Really recommend it. I'm just gonna add a bit of powder because again, I don't go too heavy-handed with this type of stuff. So let's add that down a bit. So as we're going on to blush, I did mention I have a liquid blush. So this is the Super Dewy by Revolution as well. I don't have everything Revolution, even though they're obviously like the safe brand to go to. This is in the shade Flushing For You. I think that's what it's called. It's just got that there. But I am obsessed with cream blusher at the moment. Like I've purchased 2 new cream blushes that I'm actually going to be using in videos coming very soon. I just feel like cream blushes are like the only thing I want to use these days because they give me such a gorgeous glow. And when it comes to this super dewy one, it's a gorgeous shade. I did pick up quite recently like their Powerpuff Girls one, which I thought was nice, but it wasn't like outstanding. And another, I think it's called like the Hydra blush, which is a very pink tone, and that one was okay. It wasn't, I feel like, as pigmented as this one is, and I love this. It's quite pink, but it's kind of, you get a gist of, this is the kind of shades that I love when it comes to blushes. I like to kind of put on a lot. I'm not subtle when it comes to my blushes, so I'm just gonna add a tiny bit onto my nose. Obviously the way that I'm doing it is not like the main way to do like cream blush, but because I powdered down already like an idiot, I did this. But I think this is like £5. I wrote down, yeah, these super dewy things are £5. Really worth it. So let's go on to highlighter, and again, it's another Revolution product. I apologize, but you get 2 in 1 for this. So this is the collaboration with Soph Does Life. So this is their second collaboration that they did with her. I think it's the second. Yeah, so this is like her glow palette, and I absolutely love this. Like, you get these 2 shades for £8. You can get from her first collaboration, she had this palette which is about 6 highlighters. I don't have that because I think it's 6 or 8 highlighters, I don't know. I haven't purchased it because it's a lot of highlighters in like one palette. So I thought when she got this collection, I was like all over this. And this is in the shade Sugar Frosting, and I like to mix both of these because they're both stunning and it's so pigmented. Like, I just, yeah, I love this highlighter palette so much. And the fact, again, you get 2 for £8. Again, obviously you can use it by itself or, you know, together, and you'll still get the most amazing glow. Yeah, Soph, I think, does some really good collaborations with Revolution. I know I have mentioned before, like in this set they did come out with a mini eyeshadow palette, which I didn't like that much, and I still stand by that, obviously. But that mini palette is like £6 if you want to get it. I think if you want to travel somewhere, you've got like a nice kind of simple nude look, you've got some like reds and other tones in there. But when it comes to eyeshadow, I'm actually going to go in with my Beauty Bay Berries palette, because they came out with 3 of these palettes recently. So you had a blue, berries, and a green one, and I haven't used this one in ages, and I do really like this one. It's got some pinks in there which are not really like my thing, but this palette is £6.50, I believe. No, yes, £6.50. I'm sorry, I wrote down another palette which was like £10, and I'm like, this is not £10. The bigger version, which I think is 16 pan, is £10. Again, really worth it. And yeah, I thought I would just use this today because I actually haven't done like a pink-ish look in a while, because pink is not my favourite look to do, but I still feel like I could do something. So let's start off with Macaron, just here, and this is the 9 pan, in case I forgot to mention that, but I'm doing something simple today. And even with these small palettes, look at how, I know I say pigmented a lot, but this is honestly, like, these palettes are great. I've only said one eyeshadow palette that did not work for me, which is obviously a mini one, but is one of their golden age palettes. I don't know, it just did not, like, the shade selection wasn't so great. I don't actually know why I bought it. It's kind of a makeup regret, but it's not the end of the world. They're still absolutely amazing shimmers. And when it comes to this palette, I don't think this was like my favorite out of the 3, but it still is insanely gorgeous. Like, you can do so many looks of it, and I feel like for today, Beauty Bay are just probably one of the best like makeup brands that have these amazing eyeshadow palettes. And so next I'm going in with Lilo, I don't know. But yeah, there's like a deeper pink, so we're putting that just here, and we're building this up. And I don't know what it is about pink that I'm just not the biggest fan of, but I think growing up I was so opposed to pink. I was like, nope, I like red and I like black. That's my emo kind of metalhead poking out. I know, you know, rockers can still wear pink, but not me. But I think when it comes to eyeshadow, I think I'm kind of getting used to it. Pink lips, I'm still a bit like, no. Like that whole 80s vibe, not really for me, but it's still like a gorgeous shade for people, obviously, if they want to use that, absolutely. But for me, no thank you. So I'm not going too crazy with a look today, but I'm still gonna just do something nice, hopefully. But yeah, this is the second shade, and already, like, I don't think I didn't even put in any of my base down. I know I mentioned I was going to put down that concealer, but I didn't. So if you want to see my initial review of this palette, I do have it on my channel, obviously, if you want to see like swatches and in-depth things. But for today, we're just going to like do something simple. So now let's go in with a bit of Loyalty. We're going with a bit of a deeper shade because we're just gonna deepen up the corner before we add a shimmer, because we always need to deepen out the edges for me. I don't know why, it's just something that I love doing. Just a bit of definition, because the first pink is so pink, obviously. So, okay. Now, let's go in with the shimmer. So you get 4 shimmers, which is obviously very generous out of a 9 pan. So I feel like going in, maybe with fuchsia. I was about to say fungusia. That's not right. Obviously that's not right. So fungusia, what the hell is wrong with me? Okay, I'm just gonna add that to, God, I've got my mirror here, but I honestly cannot even see. Okay, so obviously if you want to add some intensity to the shimmers, you just add a bit of setting spray, but I'm like, these honestly do not need it. Like, they're so pigmented. And again, this palette is £6.50, so you are not breaking a big hole in your pocket when it comes to like these big palettes. Like some brands obviously can do like a 5-pan palette for like £10 and it not be that great. But when it comes to this, honestly, even for someone who doesn't like pink eyeshadow that much, I still quite like this. It's nice and to the point and simple. It's kind of like, I don't know, I wouldn't wear this every day, but I definitely wear this to like a party or something. So let's go on to the last 2 products. I've got mascara, which is, surprise surprise, Really Love Revolution. This has been a fantastic mascara. This is their Power Lash Volume, and I believe this is like £3. So I'm actually just going to add a small amount because mascara is thick and I don't want anything too heavy on my eyes. I should have added a liner, but to be honest, I got like 10 products anyway. If I'd not done a bronzer, I probably would have done an eyeliner, but then I would have used Really Love Revolution, the Slick Flick, even though I have had, like, this is not a Revolution video. It's just me talking about some of my favourite products under £10, and that's just me being honest. So now my last product is by NYX. So this is their lip lingerie. These are £9. They come in an array of shades. This is in the shade Turn On. So I'm going to put this on off camera and I will be back. Okay, so this is my finished look. What I love about this is that it literally lasts all day. The shade is a little bit light for me, but I think it works quite well, especially with the pink, because the pink is so powerful and then you don't want to draw so much attention to the lips. But these are so nice. They come with, like I said, they come in like so many shades. £9. So that was my current 10 makeup product favorites under £10. I mean, I know you like, they're not all exactly £10 each, so you'll be spending a lot of money just to get like a full face. But again, you've got products here that are £5, £10, £6, £3. Like, come on, you've got some amazing products. Of course, these are not everything that's under £10 that I own. I just wanted to show you guys like the gist of what I have. Tell me what your favorite under £10 product is, because I'm very intrigued and I'm always up for trying new products as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been informative. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there. And I hope you guys are doing so well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.